After graduating from high school, it was my dad's idea that he didn't feel that his kids were mature enough to go on to a four-year school, so we went to school at Pasadena City College, and I got a summer job with the city of Pasadena, and so I continued to work part-time while I was in school, and then I started taking classes at UCLA through their extension program, and then I felt the draft breathing down my neck, so I asked some people I was working with at City Hall what they recommended, and one of them was a commander in the Navy Reserves. He suggested I join the Navy Reserves, so I signed up, sworn in, served my country, buy myself a year's extension while I continued going to school. But then about 10 months into that is when they canceled all student deferments for all reservists. And they said, okay, you're all going on active duty. And when they said, we'll send you a Class A school, what school do you want to go to? And I said, Engineering Aid. Sorry, that's closed. Can't let you do that. What's your second choice? Engineering Aid. I wouldn't take no for an answer. And I argued for me and another friend of mine that I was in the reserves with, and we both got into that Engineering Aid school. So I got to the Class A. I a lot of engineering, a lot of drafting, a lot of surveying and soils, basic engineering stuff, very valuable for me throughout my career. After graduating from the Class A school, we were given a week's leave, and then we were reported to Little Creek, Virginia for three types of training actually. We had classroom teaching on the history of Vietnam, the history of the counterinsurgency, communist theory, that kind of background of what to expect in the Vietnamese culture. We also had intensive training in small arms, such that we were trained in every weapon we might come across that's able to be hand carried. We had to start off before they sent us out in the jungle, out in the swamp. This was in the Great Dismal Swamp, Virginia. They sent us off through the swamp, and during 4 days we're in the swamp, we had to do survival and concealment shelters as individuals as well as a unit. And then they gave us a head start. They had special forces groups chasing us through the swamp, and we had code words and what we were supposed to do. And we did steal a few farmers' corn while we were there to caught some wild turtles and had turtle soup. But so they stopped and they said, okay, you guys have made your last checkpoint, you've done good, you've ate and everything, put you in a truck, and they gave us 1 can of sea rations for all 9 of us, and I'm not sure we were able to finish it. Then they stormed the truck and captured us to put us into simulated prisoner of war camp. That was interesting. One of the first things they did with you when they brought you in is how they decided, I don't know. They were either going to treat you psychologically or treat you physically to try and get out of you what they wanted. I remember my hair was a little long then. I hadn't had a haircut, so they were calling me a gay from Hollywood. And they, throw me over the head by my hair and stuff and everything, and then just harassing me. They're just trying to stress you out in a lot of ways. When you beg for food, one time they threw us an ammo box and you open up, it had a copperhead snake, a poisonous snake in it. Just different things they did for a couple of days. And when we finished with that exercise, we did not want to go through that training again. We were ready to get on with it.